Testing, 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 testing. Welcome back, Outlaws fans. We're here on a lovely Wednesday evening. Very nice out here, very sunny as the Outlaws take on the Glens Dragons. Did not have a successful night last night as Amsterdam beat them 11-1, and the Outlaws' only run came off of an error by third baseman on Amsterdam. The Outlaws looked to bounce back strong against Glens as they had a meeting on Monday and took a 6-2 loss. Just the bats were not there, and Glens Falls just made Brandon McNamee and Logan Ellis pay in the later and middle innings, and Laws look to bounce back, and we will be back with you as game time starts. was trying to think. Zach Rao on the bump for the Outlaws, as he threw 4 innings and gave up 2 runs in his last appearance, having his ERA at 2.25. Looks to have another strong outing against Glens Falls, and hopefully gives Keaton Mark some availability, as they have played now 3 days straight. As again, off day tomorrow, a much needed one. Only Zach Rao can go about 4 or 5 innings once again, and Keaton can go back to his bullpen later in the game. Around the diamond, we have Colin Penner at first. We have Augie Maslow at second base. We have Ryan Johnston at short. We have Vince Duffy out at third. We have Owen Ballew at left. We have Chris Florentino out in center. And, we do not have Alex Venezia playing third, and Vince Duffy is playing right field. And behind the dish tonight, we have Matt Mayer. That is rounding out the diamond behind Zach Rao. Zach Rao, the Oneonta State product.
Approaching the plate, number 3,
Giorgio Pontepinto steps up to the plate. As he tries to get the Glens Falls start off hot. Got on base twice last game. We're gonna get it started. First pitch outside, and we are underway here at Demashi Field. Pontepinto takes outside. Rao's 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Rao looking a little shaky towards the start of the inning. Rao, a southpaw, could throw off the Dragons tonight. As Rao deals. Call for first strike for Rao, and count runs 2-1. Rao's 2-1. Just at the middle of the knees for called ball 3. Rao looking to come back in this at-bat. Doesn't want to walk batters early. That's what got the Outlaws in trouble last night up in Amsterdam. And it's pieced into left field. That was going to be a base hit for Pontepinto as the Glens Falls Dragons strike first. And base run on first. Jack Ploppert up to the dish from Eckerd College. Came in the other day as a sub and got on base. Ralph Plopper fouls one right back. That ball bounced in the dirt. It is 1-1. Rao with the long stand. He fires. And it's pieced out there and left. Ballew tracing back. He makes the basket catch out there. Ballew. Nice grab out there and left. The Outlaws have one out.
Now batting number 25, Billy Barthel.
Billy Barthel batting third once again for the Glens Falls Dragons. Looking to get on base anyway for the Dragons. Rouse, oh, in the dirt, and Matt Mayer back there to block it. Count runs 1-0. Rao with the long stand. 1-0. Nice foul right into the Glen Fall dugout for a 1-1 count. Outlaws dugout very vocal once again, chirping the batter. Rouse 1-1. And it's pieced out there to center. Florentino makes the catch. And that is 2 outs for Rao. He's trying to get top the inning unscathed after the
Now batting number 12,
walk.
Tyler Worth.
Rao fouls one right back to the netting, and that start is 1-0. Or 0-1, sorry. Worth looking to put one in play. In the dirt as Meyer stops it once again. Rao checking Pontepinto. Fires. And it's outside for hauled ball. Count runs 2-1. Rao fires. That's piece out there right over short. In front of Ballew. There's a base hit for Tyler Worth. As they get their second hit of the night in the first, and every runner in scoring position. Rao just looking to get out of the inning. Yesterday, the Outlaws gave up 3 runs in the first inning. That ended with a 3-run shot. Rao's 0-0. Wow. Just outside. Count runs 1-0. Tay Robertson from Towson steps up to the plate. Looking to drive in Pontepinto out there in second. Rouse 1-0. As he throws back. And that is a bouncer into center. That is not what you want to see, as Meyer with the short throw, and Pontepinto and Tyler Worth both advance. Rouse 2-0 down the pipe, and Worth just stares it down as count runs 2-1. Rouse steps off, possibly trying to fix with the signs with Meyer. Rao now with the 2-1. He not going to challenge it. I think he went as well, as Colton Penner thinks the same at first, but the count will run 3-1. Oh. Head coach Keaton Mark coming out to the field to talk with Zach. Rao and the catcher seem to be talking. I don't know what Keaton saw. Count will remain 3-1. Oh. Oh, all right, well, umpire has 2-2. Wow, that is going to be a jam shot. Penner catches in, gets Zach Rao out of the jam as the Outlaws and the Dragons remain tied up. Head to the bottom of the first. Ryan Johnston leading off for the Laws. As Tyler Waygard takes the bump for Glens Falls from Barton College. Looking to also have a similar strong performance that Peyton Mather had the other night. In relief, he threw 5 innings, had 8 strikeouts, only gave up 2 hits and 1 run. One of the most dominant starts I've seen this year. As that is inside for ball 1. Oh. Inside, almost clipped him again. Waygard's 2-0. That is called strike 1. Johnson looking to start the Laws off hot. 2-1. That is popped up on the infield. Bartho camps under it, makes the play. There's 1 out for Tyler Waygard.
Now that is the Long Island University.
That brings up
number 40,
Owen Value.
Owen Value.
Value came in for Maxwell Bowers after he got plunked in the head the other night. Bowers will most likely be out for the rest of the summer with a orbital fracture. As on the corner, as called for strike one. Value looking to put one in play. That is pieced down the line. That is a base hit for Value as he continues to stay hot. The Laws have an early base runner.
University, number 22, PJ Strand.
Good guy, PJ Strand from Marist steps up to the plate.
Oh my god, that hurts so bad.
One of the better hitters, a freshman that can do some damage. Value takes a strong lead. Wait, and Value takes off. And Value's in there easily. And that's ball one. Is now PJ Strand has a runner in scoring position, looking to put the Laws ahead early. Possibly try to get to the Dragons bullpen as fast as they can, trying to drain them. Waygards 1-0 as a strike call at the letters, and that will be strike one on Strand. Values one, or not Value. Waygards 1-1. Steals for a ball. The count is 2-1. Waygards 2-1. As strike two to Strand as he looks it right down the middle, gets frozen up.
Nobody them yelled at you. It doesn't matter if they
Waygards outside. Strand stays alive. Counters ran full on Strand. Strand looking to plate Value. Any base hit has fouled off right to the netting, and that will remain 3-2. I don't know who's screaming over there. Pretty funny, honestly. Value taking a healthy lead with Vega standing close by. Waygards 3-2. As pieced down the line, that's going to score a run as PJ Strand puts the Laws up early. The score is 1-0. PJ Strand with some great hitting right there.
Now batting from St. Joseph's University, number 34, Alex Van Ezio.
Exactly what you want to see from the Outlaws early in the game. As last year, they would go cold for the first few innings, then try to mount a comeback, but it would always be a little late. Waygards, oh well. That's going to be a little fly out towards Mac McCluskey. And he drops the ball! Oh. Looked like he dropped the ball.
At the plate from St. Joseph's University, number 46.
No, run to 2 outs. Augie Massel from St. Joe's with stellar speed could honestly lay down a bunt. That was down the pipe for Massel. The counter run 1-0 or 0-1. Strand taking a healthy lead off first. Waygard has down the middle again to Maslow. Count is now 0-2, fast on Maslow. No more bunt in play. Augie looking to stay alive here. There's a slider high. Maslow takes first strike, or first ball, excuse me. Maslow to St. Joe's product. Piece right over first, and Strand might be going first to third. As Maslow again stays hot in his second homestand. And that is runners on the corners for Vince Duffy, who had a stellar game. What a stellar game the other night for the Outlaws, going 2 for 3 with an RBI. Looking to play Strand here early. Just give Rao some breathing room early. Could see Maslow take off right here. He's not. As a slider down the middle, called strike 1. It's outside to Duffy, and the counter run 1-1. Waygard's 1-1, and Maslow takes off. No throw. As now there's 2 in scoring position. 2 ducks on the pond for Duffy. Waygard's long stand. Now 2-1. High to Duffy, and the count runs 3-1. Walk here would put Chris Florentino, the center fielder, up to break the game open early. Maslow off.
Of the guy walking around in a black coat.
As pieced up the middle, Maslow is going to come. He's going to stay, and then he scores. Maslow. The Laws have an early 3-0 lead here in the first, as Vince Duffy stays hot at home with his third RBI in 2 games.
Chris Florentino.
Laws magic with 2 outs to play. Checks at Duffy, but no success. Florentino from St. Bonaventure, New York, looking to keep the inning going as Lazo played it 2 runs with 2 outs. And Florentino swings right through it. Strike 1. Waygard's trying to get out of the inning. It's called strike 2 on Florentino. Waygard had a bit of a struggle year at Barton. He had 3 appearances, but had a 20.25 ERA. Trying to bounce back here at Glens Falls. And Duffy takes off and has popped out to center, camping under it, makes the play, and Waygard is out of the inning. But the Outlaws take a 3-0 lead here, heading into the 2nd inning. We'll be back.
Now batting number 24.
We're back here in the 2nd.
Fails.
Zach Rouse still on the mound with his teammate Jimmy Stroline behind, clocking his speed on the speedometer. Stroline threw last night against Amsterdam, did get shelled, but he looks to bounce back in his next start. So Rao throws a slider in. Wow, thought that was down the middle, but count rounds 2-0. Rouse 2-0. As called strike 1. That's not bad. Rouse 2-1. Nice piece to Maslow. And over to Penner. Easy first out for Zach Rao. The better start this inning than last.
Now batting number 29, Max McCluskey.
Brings up McCluskey, who had a few RBIs the other night, giving the Dragons the win in 6-2. Nice piece out there in the left, and Ballieu coming in, makes the diving play, and Ballieu showing off his glove for the 2nd straight home game, as that is 2 outs.
At the plate, number 35, Anthony Lino.
Anthony Lino came in as a sub the other night. Looks to get the Dragons back in this game early. Rouse 0-0. Down the middle. That sounded like heat from up here in the press box. Rao looking, seeing some confidence being built up. Let's see. grunt from him, but the called ball. This count is now 1-1. As I said, Zach Rao is a southpaw, which could throw off the Dragons hitters. Ooh, slider almost clipped the zone, but ump did not call strike, but the count will run 2-1. Rao's 2-1. That is a slider that clips the zone. And Rao looking more dominant than last inning. As Lino just looks to get the Dragons something out here. That's fouled right back to the backstop. Count remained 2-2. Nice, decent crowd here for a Wednesday evening. Right behind the backstop and down the third baseline. Some All-Star Village guys. Wow, another grunt out there, but count will go full. Rao just looking to not get anybody on base here. Rao has fouled back. And we'll do it again. Somebody's still grunting over there. I don't know who that is. Maybe Berciagi. Alex Berciagi did just come in today. Might pitch for the Laws here one of these next few days. Rao. Oh, just outside. And Lino takes the walk. So now we have Brady Fondle up from Fairleigh Dickinson University down there in Florida. Rao's 0-0. Called ball just above the letters. Rao just a little change up low. Count on 2-0. Rao having a chat with Mayer, trying to get him back thrown into the strike zone. Pretty Fondle, Pine Bush native. Batted .206 for Fairleigh Dickinson. Had a very strong start to the year at some points, batting above 300, then just kind of slumped towards the end of the year. Looks to get it going for the Dragons. His ball 3 on Rao. After getting 2 quick outs, is extending these longer at bats. Rao just needs to keep the pitch limit down so Keene doesn't have to go to his bullpen early. Oh, it's down the middle for called strike 1. Fondle is teammates of Tyler Worth, who's batting 4th tonight for the Dragons. It's Rao's 3-1. Swung on a miss, and Rao is right back in it, looking to get a strike 3 called. Looking to get strike 3 or any out here. It's got the inning unscathed once again. Takes off and strike 3. Swung on and missed as Rao gets out of the inning once again with a runner on. The Laws remain up 3-0 here heading to the bottom of the second. Colin Penner, first baseman, leads off the inning from Coker. Looking to have another fantastic inning. As a recap from the first, as Strand had an RBI single, and Duffy had a 2 RBI single. It was down the middle for called strike one. Wayguards 0-1. Swung on a miss by Penner. Swung on a high fastball. Count runs 0-2. Inside to Penner. Count runs 1-2. Wayguards 1-2. Wow, above the letters. Rings up Penner for the first out. It's now the cat Mayer comes up.
In the plate from Sioux Brockport, number 17, Matthew Mayer.
From Brockport. Teammates with other freshman, number 7, Blake Fortunato, the shortstop, who is not in the lineup tonight, finally getting an off day as he's played in every single game since the Outlaws started. That's pieced through the hole. Oh, almost makes the diving play. But Matt Mayer will be on with the infield single.
At the plate from SUNY Global Skill, number 48, Hayden Krause.
Caden Krause in for the second time tonight. Second time this season as he played last night in Amsterdam. Mayer's taking a healthy lead off first. His jam shot. Easy play. Oh, bobble from Wayguard. But Krause advances the runner. Now there's 2 down as we head to the top of the order, already in the second inning, which is
Ryan Johnston.
rare. Ryan Johnston back up, looking to get his first hit of the night or get on base any way possible. Dancing at second, outside to Johnston. Waygard already at 32 pitches in the first 1 2/3 innings. No, don't know how long he'll go. Outside to Johnston. Outlaws still chirping over there. Love to see that. Unless you're the opposing pitcher, Tyler Waygard, sorry. 2-0. In there for a ball. Look down the middle. But Hunter fails, just dropped the ball. Maybe think of the umpire clear way to call that a strike. This is the 3-0. Don't know if he's getting the green light from Keaton. Does not, and there's a fastball right down the middle, strike one. Definitely needed from Tyler Waygard. Trying to keep his pitch count down. Oh, there's somebody warming up in the Dragons bullpen. Cannot tell who. Now it's a pass ball. That's going to advance the runner to third and also draw a walk, and that brings up Value. What a nice single to first at bat.
Approaching the plate from Long Island University, number 47, Owen Value.
Value trying to extend the lead after he made a great play out there in left. Value has flashed the leather in Maritimes.
You're gonna be mean. Keep it torso.
Back. Ryan Johnston gets back there safe as Tyler Waygard. Okay, so I don't know who just screamed "help me" over there. Waygard's first pitch to Value and fake takeoff from Johnston. It's Karen's 1-0. Value. We're gonna get his second hit of the night. Called strike at the letters. Carolina's 1-1 on Value. Value, the LIU product who played Georgia in the first round of College World Series, did get mercy ruled, but still cool to play in the College Baseball World Series. Waygard just down at the shins, and that is ball 2. Waygard's 2-1. Johnson takes off. That is a fly. That was an easy play for right fielder Max McCluskey. As Waygard gets out of the inning unscathed, and the score remains 3-0 Outlaws.
Renee Vega.
Top of the third here as the Dragons round out the lineup with Renee Vega from Post University. Vega, the very speedy second baseman. As called, ball one low. We get this third inning underway. Rouse 1-0. That's swung on a miss by Vega. This count runs 1-1. Sorry, that just hit my funny bone. Sorry, guys. Sorry at YouTube. Rouse 1-1. High to Vega. Vega takes all the way. Count runs 2-1. Rouse long stand. Just down on Vega. Count runs 3-1. Rao inside, and Vega draws a walk, as that is Rao's third walk of the night.
Now batting number 3, Giorgio Ponte Pinto.
Now at the top of the order, Ponte Pinto back up. Nice down the middle to Ponte Pinto. Count will start off 0-1. Rouse 0-1. Just low at the shins ankle area, and the count run 1-1. Rouse 1-1, fouled right back to the netting. Just a little late on it. And the count on 1-2. Look at the standings. Mohawk Valley and Utica up at the top at 3-1. Utica's won 3 straight after dropping their first game to the Outlaws. And Saugerties at 2-1. Outlaws 2-2. Has popped up out of play out into the creek area. We'll get there eventually. And there it goes. Boonville, though, has yet to win a game as they start 0-3. They had a terrific year last year after having a shaky 2024 year. And strike 3 is Rao strikes out Ponte Pinto. And that was his first out of the inning.
Now batting number 7, Jack Roberts.
Glens Falls and Amsterdam at 1-2. You would see Amsterdam normally at the end of the year towards the top. Wow, checking Vega is a high. Oh, wow. That was called strike 1. Looked at the neck area. Called strike, though. Outside to Plopper, who flied out his first time up. Collins 1-1.
Do you want to catch up for your hot dogs? Anthony Dog. Anthony Dog.
Rouse 1-1. Nice early swing and miss on a slider. Ploppered way out ahead. So Rao looks to be taking command here in the third. After a leadoff walk to Vega. Rao has looked much better this year than last. More command. Oh, Vega is off. A little bit of a delayed throw from Mayer. Great backup from Johnston. Counter on 2-2. Mayer had a little bit of a hesitation while throwing that, cocking his arm back, trying to throw up the speedy Vega, but Vega's in there safely. As now the Dragons have one in scoring position.
Mikey, you wanted that? Last time I forgot my water, they didn't bring us anything to drink. I said, this is harsh. What are you looking for?
Rao looking to get out. Plopper. Rouse 2-2. Swung on a missed and oh. Must have foul tipped. Thought Plopper missed the ball there. Thought Zach Rao had his second strikeout of the inning right there. Rao's 2-2 again. Has pieced up the middle, and that is going to bring in a Dragons run. As Plopper drives in the first Dragons run of the game, and the score is now 3-1 Laws.
At the plate, number 25, Billy Barthel.
Billy Barthel back up to bat. Yes, he went. Yeah, strike one on Barthel. Barthel flew out his last at bat. God, Barthel, kind of a tongue twister. Just high to Barthel, the counter on 1-1. That's just outside Zach Rao. Will Howard seems to be stretching out there, looking to maybe get an appearance here after Rao. Will threw 5 innings of 1-run ball in the first game against Utica, striking out 4. As a curveball hangs in there for strike 2, as the count runs 2-2. Rao, great scoop by Mayer to keep that runner from advancing. The count is full. Rao looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Well, not unscathed, to give a run. Trying to limit the damage here. And he takes off. As Plopper slipped up, he almost probably would have been thrown out if Barthel doesn't swing there. We'll do a 3-2 once again. Rose 3-2. Just high, and that walks a second. Marks looking down
Now batting number 2.
to Will Howard.
Woodward.
Looks like Will Howard is going to start throwing down there. Rao looking at both runners. There's a curveball that hangs in there, called strike 1. 2 big runners out there for Glens Falls trying to get back in the game early.
Dude, remember that night they didn't beat us? You know, the game was bad. They didn't say
As pieced in the left. They're not going to trust the arm of Ballieu, and the bases are loaded here. Here in Oneonta. In the third. Rao trying to pitch out of this somehow.
Tay
And this picks up Tay Robinson on an infield pop-up to first, his first at bat. As that does make Tyler Wirth 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. 2 lasers into left. It's Tay looking to add to the Dragons' lead. Nice piece in the center, and that's gonna get by, and that's gonna get fly. That's gonna move the runners up 1, and the Dragons cut into the Outlaws' lead once again, and it's 3-2.
Now batting number 24, Hunter Fails.
As Zach Rao looks like he was gonna get out of the inning pretty fine. They've been 2 straight bullets off the bat of Robinson and Wirth. Rao called slider down the middle or called strike 1. Rao's 0-1. Just low.
like in a good way.
As Hunter Fouls thought about it. Thought about swinging at that. Would have been fishing for worms.
Isn't that other one younger than me?
Infield still in.
He was just so
As
cute.
pieced. Maz only has to play first, and that's going to tie up the game. Maslow just throws to Penner at first, and the game is now tied.
That's not a hit.
Laws not looking as strong this inning.
Now batting number 29, Max McCluskey.
Yeah, that was a full mount. Sounded good, so count right there.
McCluskey trying to add to the Dragons' lead here. Cap off a great inning for the Dragons after going scoreless the first 2. And it's called strike 1. McCluskey flew out his first at bat. Rao makes McCluskey go around and has McCluskey early 0-2. Outlaws 0-1 at home so far. Lost first game to the Dragons 6-2. We're going to get their first win at home this year. Outlaws swung and a missed, and Rao keeps it to a 3-run inning as the Dragons tied up at 3 apiece heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Tyler Wagard's night is over after 2 innings, conceding 3 runs, 5 hits. That brings in Dominic Whiteman from
22, PJ Strand.
Bridgeport University, who did not make an appearance in 2026 for them.
And I could see you.
And that brings up PJ Strand.
Now she's feeling confident. Yeah, maybe I do have like a 7.
Whiteman's first pitch of the night. PJ Strand shows bunt. Pulled back, and that's called ball 1.
Wow. Cole, you just fixed her whole life.
Whiteman gets his first strike of the night. Whiteman's 1-1. Called strike with a curveball. He's 1-2 on Strand. That's pieced up the middle, right for PJ Strand. Strand.
Now batting from St. Joseph's University, number 30.
Strand gets the first inning hit.
Venezia.
Brings up Venezia. Who popped out his first at bat. Made PJ Strand 2 for 2 on the night. Whiteman, fastball right at the knees.
I got a call. They said that the volume on our stream is a little low. You have to turn the TV up too much.
Double play ball. Oh, almost beat out the throw, and Dragons turn a double play.
Now batting from St. Joseph's University, number 46, Augie Maslow.
That was hilarious.
Maslow
I look like a pumpkin.
takes one at the knees. Rouse Day is done after 3 innings of work. 3 runs, 5 hits. A little bit worse than a start against Utica, but Rao looking to bounce back next outing. And in comes Will Howard, looked almost unhittable against Utica, throwing 5 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 4 as he got the win. As he got the win out in Utica. Howard's first pitch, just low. And ball 1 is called. That's chopped. Makes a nice play over there. Alex Venezia for the first out.
Batting number 2, Brady Fondle.
Fondle struck out his last at bat. Popped up. Penner will have a chance. What a play by Penner. Right at the netting. And he has a second out for Howard.
Approaching the plate, number 28, Renee Vega.
Renee Vega walked last time. Also stole second. Vega, the switch hitter. Just low for Howard as count runs 1-0. Vega, the post-university product, excuse me. This count is 1-1. Howard firing a strike right there. Howard looks comfortable out there. Just a little changeup outside from Howard. His count is 2-1. Again, I see Jimmy Stroline out there doing the radar gun for Howard. Just missed on the outside corner. Count runs 3-1. Excuse me. Howard's 3-1. Just fouled off right over almost over the clubhouse. I have some young kids running after the ball that went out of the park, so don't know how that's gonna work. Howard looking to get a 1-2-3 inning, looking to keep his strong start as a law. Fires it there, and Howard fans Vega as the Outlaws are hype after Howard sets down the Dragons as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Vince Duffy leading off the bottom of the fourth,
Now batting from
trying to get the Laws out ahead.
Vincent Duffy.
Duffy had the 2 RBI single back in the powerful third from the Laws. Looking to do some damage here. Whiteman's curveball does not curve into a strike zone, and that's going to be ball 1. Whiteman had a great bottom of the third, looking to get some little middle inning relief possibly. There's a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Whiteman's long pause, he's 1-1. Slider that almost clipped the zone, but just sailed a little high and count run 2-1. Whiteman's fastball just clips the zone. Runs 2-2 on Duffy. Duffy just looking to fight. Duffy pieces one up the middle. Duffy's 2 for 2 on the night. Duffy started off very strong, a Seton Hall product. Now we got Florentino, the speedy center fielder, who flew out his last at bat. Duffy dancing off in the dirt, and Duffy, the catcher does not, Mayer does not know where it is. Sorry, Fowles did not know where it was. As on the pass ball, Duffy takes second. Duffy danced off second. Whiteman's 1-0. Just fouled right to the Laws dugout. Count runs 1-1. Glens Falls has someone run up in the pen down there. Possibly could be Whiteman's last inning. Florentino had to duck out the way and called ball 2. Laws have put up 7 hits, 3 runs in 3 innings of play so far. Looking strong here tonight. Apart from the last 2 nights, a lackluster offense. Whiteman's 2-1 has popped up into right. That could be trouble. It's not. Cole Tanner up to the plate. Who struck out looking last at bat. Looking to drive in. I'm going to drive in Duffy out there. Try to get the Laws lead back. Whiteman's LO. He's going to make. He's going to advance the runner. Brings up Mayer, who singled last at bat. Here are now 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
In the plate from Susie Brockford, number 17, Matthew Mayer.
Mayer steps up to the plate, trying to get that run from 90 feet in, and that's piece up the middle. That's diving play out there in center. The Outlaws strand another as Giorgio Pontepinto keeps the game tied heading into the 5th, 3-3.
After 4, your score.
Top of the order here for the Dragons
Giorgio
as
Pontepinto.
Pontepinto leads off. Pontepinto K'd his first, or second time up. He singled his first. Howard looking to have another dominant inning. As that is strike 1. Caroline's 1-1 on Howard. Howard's 1-1. Bullet in there for strike 2. And swinging a miss as Mayer throws it down. And a strike 3. Howard has looked stellar.
At the plate, number 7, Jack Ploppert.
Jack Ploppert stands up to the plate. He had a singles last AB. RBI single. Howard throwing straight gas. Outlaws dugout said William must be serious. All right, down the line. What a play! Venezia just a little offline. He might get Mayer's throw. Just a little offline, and throwing error by Venezia. Howard concedes. A base runner with one down. Oh, off the knob. Penner is gonna play it. There are two down here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting number 12, Tyler Worth.
Runner moves to third. Tyler Worth trying to go 3 for 3 to start his night. Howard bullets one in for strike one.
Now I'm scared.
You know what I recently seen? How weird she could cherries me and that grossed me out.
You know, they're all over my TikTok, like everything, like how everything is made.
Howard's long pause. Swung on miss by Worth as Howard is just throwing straight shed. Here in the fifth, Howard just looking like how he pitched the other night. Looking dominant.
It's fake.
And like, you know that, like,
Right.
Howard's 0-2. Just at the letters, just a little outside. Great pitch from Howard there, but does not get the strike call. His count is 1-2. The Dragon thrown down there in the bullpen. Possibly throwing this next inning. Howard's 1-2. Swung on, missed, and Howard, 2 dominant innings. As he keeps this game tied up at 3, heading to the bottom of the fifth. Miles Side comes in relief for Dominic Wyman, who threw 2 stellar innings, conceding nothing, just giving up a few hits. Aside from Howard College.
At the plate,
This brings up Hayden Krause.
48, Hayden Krause.
That's fouled out of play. Over to the right field. Oh, almost a snag out there. That is Strike one on Kraus. Side at a 10.8 ERA this season with a few strikeouts. Wants to have a little bounce back here at Glens Falls. Oh, pass ball. Oh, another pass ball from Stott as Carolin's 2-1. Kraus looking to put one in play. Just at the shins, and Carolin's 3-1.
You want diet Pepsi, there's no diet products in there.
Oh, you're trying to fatten them up, huh?
That's the 50-50 now? Dude, the other day one.
Kraus thought it was ball 4, almost chucked his bat, but umpire says otherwise, and the Carolin's full. The 3-2 from side. Ball 4. And Kraus is on base. That brings up the top of the order.
Now batting from Seton Hall University, number 8.
Brings up Brian Johnston, who walked in his second at bat.
You can sing them.
Johnston fouls one off right to the backstop. It's Caroline's 0-1. Sorry if you guys are hearing that. Sides 0-1. Outside.
She did, but she messed up the words, remember? Destiny? She told me that she was doing it the day she did it, and then you guys said she
Side checking Kraus over at first.
ask her again.
That was down. Oh, wow, not called strike from Blue. That was ball 2.
Did she even go to the phone? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Side. Thought that hit the bat, and Kraus is going to advance on the wild pitch. Count is 3-1. Another duck on the pond for the Outlaws, trying to gain their lead back here in the bottom of the 5th. Side, staring at Kraus at second. Sides 3-1. In the dirt, and that's going to advance the runner to third. Backflip from Johnston on the walk. And runners on the corners with no out.
Island University.
And that brings up Value,
Value.
who's looked stellar in his first few ABs. The Dragons already have somebody warming up down there. That side is now look sharp, and that's pieced up the middle, or not the middle. That's short. That's going to score another run. A well-executed hit and run from Value, and he continues to stay hot as the Laws regain their lead 4-3.
Now batting from Marist University.
And none are out still.
PJ Strand.
Laws look to extend their lead with big man PJ Strand up from Marist. Value has just looked phenomenal. Up high to Strand, that's ball one. Value, healthy lead at first, could take off here. Strand takes a slider at the knees for called strike one. Strand fouls one out of play. It's going to bounce right on, almost nick the van. A few young fans chasing after that. That's way into the parking lot. Count is 1 and 2. Side trying to get his first strikeout. Value fake goes, and great stop from Fails there to protect another run from scoring. Count's 2 and 2. A little bit of bickering up here in the booth.
It was a ball. Foul ball.
Strand looking to extend the lead. Value dancing off first.
I do what I can.
Swing and miss. A much needed strikeout from Side as he's the first out of the inning.
Now batting for St. Joseph's University, number 34, Alex Venezia.
Alex Venezia had the throwing error last at bat. Or throwing error last inning. It did not matter. The Dragons did not score that run. Value takes off. And he's going to be there upstanding. As now the runners are on second and third for Venezia. It's counted as 1-0. The sides 1-0. Swung on and missed. A little slider on the outer half of the plate. Just a little ahead of it for Venezia. Sides 1-1. That's popped up out of play. Almost into the creek. Will stay in. A young fan thinks it's out of the ballpark. It is not out. He is just running over there for no reason. Unfortunate. The count is 1 and 2. Side hoping he can only get out of this with one run given up. As it is 1-2. Held up. Great eye from Venezia. Caught looking, and Side is dialed back in. There's 2 down.
Now batting
This brings up
from St.
the
Joseph's
speedster Augie Maslow, second baseman.
Augie Maslow.
St. Joe's product. It's poked on the line. Oh, a little. And Side gets out of it. Only 1 run as the Laws Strand 2. As we head to the top of the 6th, only. The Laws are at 4-3 now. with technical difficulties as Will Howard starts his third inning of work. Shows bunt and that's all Howard. Safe, and Tay Robinson beats out infield single. A little hesitation off the mound from Howard. Gray will pop a bunt. Hunter Fowles steps up to the plate. Swung it on, fouled right back to the backstop for strike one. Well, Howard checks Robinson.
We have a winner. Hi. The number is 5790259.
Howard's 0-1. Pieced up the middle, and Maslow can turn two. That's a double play. Maslow with heads up infield work, and Robinson gets caught frozen in the middle of second and first, and there's 2 outs. This bad base running from Robinson right there, not seeing the ball. Brings up Max McCluskey. Swung it on, miss, and Howard is dialed in. Weird comment from the Outlaws dugout. Oh. Howard is just fanning every Dragon right now. Howard's 0-2. Called strike 3 as he catches him looking. And Howard, another stellar inning as he laws stay up 4-3 heading into the bottom of the 6th.
Vincent Duffy
steps back out to the plate, looking to put the Laws up. Give them a more lead. Interesting wind-up here from Fives from Mount St. Mary's College. Side only went 1 inning, conceding a run and a hit. That is called strike 1.
Oh, look at that line.
That's all me. Buffalo is at the side.
Fives 1-1. Outside. Fives sails one outside for ball 3. Fives from Bolton Spa, New York. Just lasered down the line, but foul as the count runs full. Fives had a 8.84 ERA at Mount St. Mary's with 1 game just inflating it. And Duffy draws a walk. The Laws have first one on.
Approaching the plate from St. Bonaventure University, number 12, Chris Florentino.
Chris Florentino steps back up to the dish, trying to secure his first base hit of the night or get on base. As I was saying, Fives had just 1 pretty much bad outing against North Park. Gave up 7 hits, 10 runs in 2 innings of play. Florentino takes the first strike. As Duffy gets a decent lead. High from Fives. Count runs 1-1. Fives holds it about almost at the dirt, which is very interesting. Duffy fake takes off, and he's going to get by in a pass on a wild pitch. The Laws now have one in scoring position, looking here to build off the 4-3 lead. Fives 2-1. Swung on, missed by Florentino just a little early. Counts 2-2. All he wants to do is just have a productive out. That's all the Laws need, is get some more insurance for Will Howard, who's just been dealing these past 3 innings with a few strikeouts. That's gonna drop. Duffy, not sure if he should have gone or not. Does not see the ball well and stays at second, but that is a base hit for Florentino.
Now batting for Coker University, number 15, Colton
Colton Penner back up. Looking to have his first hit of the night as well. As the righty steps into the plate. As Tyler Wirtz standing very close. He's going to score a bunt, and that is a great sacrifice bunt. Gets 2 runners over. That is exactly what you want to see here. The catcher, Matt Meyer, is up.
from CME Rockport, number 17, Matthew Meyer.
Matt Meyer trying to plate these 2 runs. 2 big runs out there. Could honestly push Will Howard's pitching deeper into the game and let Keen Mark not have to stress about it. The infield plays in. Pitch right down the middle to Mayer, and he takes it for strike one. Curveball hung on and out of the park. Count is 0-2, fast on Mayer. Curveball in the parking lot. A couple young fans running out to it. That hits him, and still one out. And Mayer takes first. And Caden Krause, biggest at bat of his Outlaws career.
Caden Krause.
It's Caden Krause, huge at bat here. Krause just looking to pull one into the outfield at least, not to get doubled up here. Krause goes ahead and swings. Krause, the Kovalsko product here. Man, just screaming at the top of his lungs over there. Late swing from Krause, and Krause is down early, 0-2. Fives gets this nod. Fives 0-2. That's gonna score a run, and that's gonna get down, and everybody's gonna move up at base. That is gonna be the fifth run of the game for the Outlaws. As Hayden Krause with an RBI single makes it 5-3 Laws.
At the plate from Seton Hall University, number 8, Ryan Johnston.
Back to the top of the order, Ryan Johnston looking to just keep the inning going at any cost. Slider hangs in there for called strike one. Wiles Faithful has stuck out through the night, playing much better than their first home game. 5-0-1. Another slider hangs in there, as Johnston did not like that call. Fives. 0-2. Swung on, missed, and Fives gets his second out of the inning. And here goes Owen Ballou trying to stay hot. He has 3 hits tonight.
Owen Ballou.
Trying to stay hot tonight. He's been nothing short of amazing to start here as an Oneonta Outlaw. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Ballou. As a slider in the dirt, taken by Ballou. Called ball one. The LIU product. Has amazing speed, amazing glove in the outfield. And has shown off a crazy bat so far. Here's his tenure as an Outlaw. As another slider in the dirt, and Ballou's up 2-0 in the count. If I was Fives right now, I would be scared to throw to Ballou right now, as he is steaming hot. Just have sent straight liners into the outfield.
He thinks he's like famous there.
Hit the top of the zone, and Runs 2-1 on Balu. Or Baloo. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Another screamer there in the Outlaws dugout. Swung on and missed by Balu. The count is 2-2. Balu could break the game open here. Somebody in the Glens Falls bullpen is getting warm. He's gonna come home, Florentino. He's out, and I thought he was below the tag. Florentino is not happy. He's not happy. His Fives gets out of the inning with only 1 run given up. The Outlaws took a 5-3 lead heading into the top of the 7th. We're back here for the top of the 7th. Will Howard's still out there, looking to dominate his 4th inning of work.
Now batting number 35, Anthony Lino.
Anthony Lino steps back into the dish after walking and grinding out tonight. A slow fastball low. Start the inning 1-0 on Lino. That's popped up. That's out of play. Little snag. And count on's 1-1. Swing and miss from Lino as Howard just still looking dominant out there.
Last call after
that. As a grounder to Venezia, he weighs back on it, bullet, and that guns him right out for the first out. Howard.
Attention, all fans, this is your last call to get something from the concession stand. Again, this is your last call to get something from the concession stand. At the plate, number 2, Brady Fondle.
Oh. Howard punches one right in. As Tyler McKillop steps in for Brady Fondle at short. As a heater from Howard and gets McKillop.
Number 16, Tyler McKillop.
0-2. Swing. He did not go as first base umpire does not see McKillop go in the count run 1-2. Great pitch from Howard right there. Starting a little chillier out. Swung on and missed, and Howard has been dealing his in 8 2/3. He's given up 1 run. This is exactly what you want to see from the Outlaws pitching staff, who just mightily struggled last year. Vega takes a second at bat from the left side. Howard's throws Ched just a little outside.
I could definitely see his number 2. I can definitely see his number 2. I should have just looked and I just did it.
Howard, little fastball low. Counts 2-0. Howard has just been sensational
They're never gonna remember.
as his Outlaw tenure. The right-handed pitcher from Wofford University.
Really? Never.
That breaks the bat fully, and Venezia plays it. It misses the pick. And he trips and falls. Penner having a little
Is that an error?
issue at first.
Giorgio Ponzapinto.
Little error on the throw and error on the AB. You're back to the top of the order, Ponzapinto. Anto has struck out twice since his base hit in leading off. Swung on and missed by Howard. Howard has just looked honestly just insane. The count is 0-1. That's in the gap. And Johnston, save, beats the throw. Another little infield mishap by Johnston. As this brings up Jack Ploppert, number 7.
Jack Ploppert.
Another little base hit there. Will Howard just looking to get out of his inning. He's just been dominant. Just defense just not really helping him here. Howard's 0-0. That's pieced. That's going to get over the head and going to center field. He's going third. And just does not get him. And Howard an unearned run scored, so that will not be tallied against Howard. But these 2 runners that are on base will be. So if Howard,
At the plate, number 10, Caden Barmer.
so if Howard does give up a hit right here, Caden Barmer, that's popped up. Baloo could have a play here. Baloo with another spectacular play out there in left. And he has been everywhere tonight, making immense plays as he limits the damage for Howard as the Laws still lead 5-4 heading into the 7th.
Is sponsored by
testing. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Owen Balu steps up to the plate after Florentino tried taking home on a little pass ball and was
Now
not
batting from
successful.
Wilmette University, number 47, Owen Value.
Five seeing Balu once again as a slider just low for ball one.
Quality candy.
And he's hit at second, and that's an easy play to hit out Balu. That's a huge out. He's been hot all night long, making diving plays everywhere. As that brings up PJ Strand.
From Marist University, number 22, PJ Strand.
Strand looking to get his third hit of the night. Try to extend that Laws lead. And is fouled. I'll stay in the park. Fives 1-1. It's hit right back up the middle. Fives makes a great stick out of the glove and gets Strand to line out. That's two quick outs for Fives.
Now batting from St. Joseph's, number 34, Alex Van Ezia.
Alex Venezia coming up. Oh, curveball hangs in there to Venezia for strike one. Fives 0-1. Swung on a miss by Venezia. Venezia, the St. Joe's product. As we hear the fireworks booming out there at All-Star Village. As the first week ends. Don't know who won, but always a fun time being at the All-Star Village. Some disagree in the booth. That is strike three looking, and Fives gets a 1-2-3 inning after giving up a run in the bottom of the sixth. As he keeps the score 5-4 heading into the top of the eighth. Tyler Worth comes up for the 4th time tonight. He's currently 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a strikeout. And Worth takes one low for ball 1. Howard's 1-0. Another ball low. His count runs 2-0 on Worth. Got some young fans trying to persuade the Glens Falls dugout for something. I don't know what. Howard's 2-0. Wow, looked like a called strike, but the count's gonna 3-0. Howard walks Worth, and Worth's out for the 3rd time tonight.
Now batting number 20, Tay Robinson.
Tay Robinson. Oh, sorry guys. I did not know you couldn't see that.
Deja, you want my jacket and my water question?
I'm sincerely sorry. Howard did have a little mound visit with catcher Matthew Mayer, possibly just trying to see if Worth might take off here. Howard throws gas right in for strike 1. I should be able to see. There you go. And it's called strike 2, and Howard, after throwing 4 straight balls, throws 2 straight strikes. Looking to strike out Robinson for the 2nd time. That is straight down the middle, and Robinson goes down looking for strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. What a bounce back at bat from Howard right there to get strike 3.
New hitter. Number 30.
Derek Diaz steps
Plate number 30, Derek Diaz.
Derek Diaz steps up to bat. He played. Well, that's double play ball. 3rd. Double play from Howard, and he gets out of it. Will Howard has been insane here as he throws up his another 0. Outside of last inning's unearned run, Howard still has thrown almost 10 in. He's thrown 10 innings of 1-run ball as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Ball is up 5-4. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Augie Maslow steps in. We have a new pitcher on the mound, R.J. Ensel, the righty from Flagler University. As 5'11", 200-pound redshirt freshman from Waterford.
46, Augie Maslow.
As Kyle 5, sorry. Night is done after conceding 1 run in the bottom of the 6th, but then throwing a lockdown 7th. His night is done. Augie Maslow. That's called strike 1 on Maslow.
He's calling crazy now.
Ensel's 1-0, or 0-1. That was in for the 1-1. Ensel had an 18 ERA this year at Flagler, throwing 2 innings, conceding 8 runs, 3 walks, but striking out 0. He looks to bounce back here at Glens Falls. That's popped out, and that is out of play. This count runs 1-2 on Maslow. All the Outlaws kids, there is school tomorrow, by the way. Don't know what their bedtimes are, but they're still here, so they're supporting a great cause. That's way high from. Yeah, it is. It just hit 9:20 Eastern Standard Time. So I mean, maybe they're going off Pacific time. It's 6:20. I'm not sure, but that's popped up and in play. That count's gonna run 2-2, and an All-Star Village kid gets the ball. Maslow almost hits him. He had to duck out the way. The count runs full. Maslow having another great at bat, as he always does. Ensel's 3-2. Ball forward. Maslow with a 7-pitch walk. There's a runner on.
Ball University, number 10.
Vincent Duffy. Duffy steps back in to stay red hot as he has gone on all 3 at bats with 2 singles and a walk. Look, Maslow could 100% take off here. Duffy takes right down the middle for called strike 1. Sorry if I was a little too quiet. Maslow dives back in as Ensel throws over, but unsuccessful to get Maslow. Ensel 0-1. Foul back to the netting, and the count run 0-2. Ensel with the long stand, trying to get the sign from Diaz. Another check at Maslow, and he's in there safely. Ensel trying to get the out on Duffy. Another foul tip from Duffy. Means live 0-2.
What's that now? You're good?
A whole lot of nothing.
You're good?
Yeah. We're talking about these kids' bedtime.
Ensel trying to put away Duffy for his first time tonight. That's popped up, and that is going to sail out of play. A nice catch by young fan Osborne.
Imagine he's talking to no one.
Ensel's 0-2. Little pokes down the line. Staying alive at whatever costs. Another 0-2 from Ensel. Looking to K. Duffy here. That's a little poke into center, right center field. He's going to make the play for out number one. This brings up Chris Florentino.
Bonaventure University, number 12, Chris Florentino.
Who last at bat, last time he was on base, tried taking home on a ball that did not go so far from home and thought he was safe, but the umpire called out. That was Duffy's first time out tonight.
That's how you know when I'm in it.
Ensel's 0-0 to Florentino. Called ball low. Ensel's 1-0. That's piece down the line. If that's fair, that's gonna score a run. Possibly Florentino going three. And an RBI triple from Chris Florentino. What a celebration there at third. And gives the Laws a 2-run lead. Much needed insurance for Will Howard. That is a huge run to come across.
Now back from Coker University, number 15, Colton Penner.
This brings up Colin Penner, who has struck out looking, grounded out, and had a sacrifice bunt back in the sixth. Florentino with one of the best swings today with the streamer down the right field line. Only looking to build off that. That is ball one. Ensel is 1-0. That's fouled out of play and out of the ballpark into the creek, and that is ungettable. I don't know why they're chasing after, but that ball is more than likely waterlogged. The count is 1-1 on Penner. Ensel fires one right by Penner, and the count runs 1-2. Ensel, much needed out here. Cannot let this run score and push it to a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the eighth. Infield is still playing in for anything hit into the infield. As poke up through the middle, and Colin Penner has an RBI single to push the Outlaws lead to 7-4. And the Bats have came back alive after going silent for 2 nights straight. And this has got to feel good for Will Howard. And Keen Mark can honestly pitch into the top of the ninth to get the win. And big thing this year from the Outlaws is runners in scoring position. They're just dominating. And it's such a better scene than it was last year. That ball bounced in the dirt for a called ball one.
That's why I was leaving, so I can start cleaning up. Like this I'm gonna throw out. Unless you're
Hopefully GM Tony DeLello gets some good chocolate here next game. That ball's sailing out of play. Actually stays in the field, sorry.
Mike, did you want me to do is further them out?
No, thank you.
Want to do further them out?
Again, no, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Have to always be polite. Always use your manners at home.
You were talking to them, not to me.
Ensel's 1-1. Needs another out. Has fouled back by Mayer. Mayer's 1 for 2 with a single fly out, and he was hit in the bottom of the 6th. Still a few kids here as it has now hit 9:30 p.m. Yeah, 6:30 Pacific time. 7:30 Mountain time, if you're counting. As a double play ball. As he's safe as Mayer beats the throw, but out at second.
Is that a hit?
At the plate from SUNY Cobleskill, number 48, Kaden Kraus.
Cobleskill product, Caden Kraus is up. Looking to extend the inning here. As a strike right at the knees, called strike 1. Ensel is trying to get out of the inning any way possible. As outside to Kraus. Carolyn's 1-1. Mysterious object just flew into the Glens Falls dugout. Might have been a Sour Patch Kid. Don't know what that was. Might have been a fan. Might have been a kid. Never know. As the count is 1-2.
He picked it up for me.
Glens Falls
I'm getting bored.
down 3 here in the 8th.
They could eat it.
As pass ball. Glens Falls has had multiple pass balls that has only hurt them tonight. A little bit worse defensively as different than Friday night or Monday night, sorry.
Why are you laughing?
We are
They picked it up for me. They'll probably eat it.
Ensel looking to get out of the inning. As poked, that might fall, and he's there. Now as we go to the top of the 9th, Will Howard looking to finish the outing. As the Laws lead 7-4. Sorry if you see the camera go black here. Just trying to switch the battery. We're going to be right back. So you should be able to see in about 5 seconds. Howard trying to...
At the plate, number 29, Max McCluskey.
I'm asking them. I probably won't. Cole yelled at me.
Howard with a called strike one to start the ninth. Howard, if he finishes the outing, would be in line for the win. Count those 0-2. McCluskey looking to get a comeback for the Dragons here. Mayer does not hold on as McCluskey is given second life here. Swung on and missed by Howard, or by McCluskey. Howard is just dealt all night long.
35.
Has ball one to Howard. Ball one for Howard, excuse me. That is called strike one. As Anthony. Lino's in. It's a little low at the shin area. Counts 2-1. Has Peace out there on left, and Balu makes a play, and the Glens Falls Dragons got their final out here in the ninth. Glens Falls can fall to 1-3, or the Outlaws could improve to 3-2 on the season. McCullough hits one to third, Venezia to first, and bobbles it on a throwing error by Venezia. And the Dragons have life here.
Now batting number 28, Renee Vega.
Vega steps in, trying to... Vega, the switch hitter, trying to prolong the game. Howard doesn't even check back, and McCullough takes second on a no throw. That's just a gimme. Count is 0-1. Howard just looking to finish it off, steps off. Howard's 0-1, and that's going to get by Mayer, and Dragons have a run 90 feet away. If Vega can get on, the tying run would come to the plate. chops are strolling through the park. As strike 2 and the Dragons are down their final strike here in the 9th.
Come on, bro. I'm ready to go.
Payne Pinto would be next if Vega were to get on. Vega takes time. One, two. No, did not go. Count runs 2 and 2. Howard trying to just get out of this. Howard, if Howard does get out of this, he will be named player of the game, as he's gone 6 strong if he finishes this. That's Venezia. That's put it in the books. Outlaws win 7-4. First win at home, and the Outlaws go 3-2.
Outlaws.
Will Howard with 6 dominant innings after Zach Rouse's 3 innings. The offense exploded tonight for 7 runs and 12 hits, with Value having 3 base hits. Yes, the offense looked fantastic tonight, and the Outlaws take on the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs on Friday at 7 p.m. It is Oneonta PTO night. We would like to all see you there, and have a great rest of your night.